Hi everyone, I'm Candice Ruggiero, and I'm proud to say that my Intentional Excellence podcast, Solo and Strong series has been nothing short but impactful. Throughout the series, I had the privilege of hosting 9 incredible guests, each one embodying resilience, strength, and the ability to thrive despite walking their journey solo. Their stories, filled with determination and purpose, are now making a difference in so many ways. And as a podcast host, I am deeply grateful and in awe of their contributions. I truly believe that every person you meet comes into your life for a reason, and I know that each and every guest on this series was meant to share their story with you. I've compiled a collection of the most powerful moments from these conversations, their strongest insights and takeaways, and I hope you find inspiration, motivation, and valuable lessons within them. My viewers and supporters, I just want to say thank you for being with me on this journey. Your support means everything, and I can't wait to bring you my next series. Enjoy this special collection. Bye. If there is one quote or a topic or concept that you'd like to leave the audience with, what would that be? Like something that has guided you in your journey. What would that be?
There's this quote at the end of a movie. It's about AA, but it's the Bill Wilson's wife says it, and she says that our hearts can forgive what our minds cannot understand. And I've held that quote for our hearts can forgive more than what our minds can understand, and we are able to do more than like what we think we can do is kind of what she was saying. And that quote always just stuck with me. The part about the love, like being able to love and move forward instead of using your logic and being in your head and using the anger or whatever kind of mentality you're in. Your heart is able to forgive and move forward, and I loved that, right?
Small town in a rural community. I think we're like, 5-6 blocks away from each other or something like that, but like, okay. 4 houses per block kind of deals,
Right.
And, my daughter comes and goes as she pleases.
Aww,
but we communicate. So if she's grounded at mom's, she's grounded at dad's. No tablet at mom's, no tablet at dad's. The rules and responsibilities are the same. The food's pretty close to the same. The expectations, the bedtimes, the TV time, all of these things are either the same or super similar.
Wow.
And so we don't get pitted against each other.
Right,
If she wants to come here, she can come here. If she wants to stay with mom, she stays with mom. I mean, we have somewhat of a loose schedule because of the stepbrother and stuff like that. But, we sit by each other at the school functions and the dance recitals and go to the, Super Bowl Sundays together, But
yes.
There's a big group of a lot of us that are all from Oregon.
Right.
But the summer trips, the lake trips in the summer, the barbecues and all these things, like it's no big deal for us to all be there at the same time and doing it all together. Civil is something because nobody wants to miss out on high school graduations, babies being born, weddings, grandkids' birthdays. You know what I mean? It doesn't end when your child is an adult, because if you can't be in the same room, then somebody's doesn't get to be at the hospital when your first grandkid's born. Somebody doesn't get, you're putting stress on them because, oh my God, now I got to worry about them being at the hospital. Oh my God, they're going to fight at the wedding. They're going to ruin my wedding because they're going to get in a big old fight. I can't sit them even remotely close to each other. All these different things.
Yes.
It's a lifetime kind of deal. And if you can heal sooner,
right,
and at least get to a place of civility or cohabitation.
Speak life. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over others. And generational things can start with, if we are speaking things over ourselves, like, I'm not creative, or I'm not beautiful, or I'm not enough, or, those kinds of words over ourselves can create generational strongholds that then go to our children. So if I could just encourage people to be aware of the words that you're using and the actions that you're taking, because you can start these generational challenges and strongholds and curses for your children. So be aware.
And affirm positive words every day, because those negative words that you say will start that generational cycle. And sometimes what you say becomes who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's why I also try to remind myself, if I have nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself. Or I just learn to just value life in general. Older, you really realize that, like, if you want your kids to look up to you, you need to be a good role model for them, which is be careful with the words that you say, because your words become you. Your words are so powerful.
Truly, only you truly know what's best for you. Right? You are a completely unique person on this planet who has never existed before, will never exist again, and your very existence is a miracle. And nobody can give you a map to where they're not going and where they've never been, right? So do what feels best to you. It's absolutely essential to live. If you want to live a life that feels fulfilling and purposeful, you have to have the courage to be authentic, to do what feels right to you, and to frankly not give a crap what other people say about that. Favorite things that I found out was the Sanskrit word for warrior means I am my own worst enemy.
Okay.
So when you realize that the only person that's standing in the way of you living a life that feels amazing to you is you.
Yes.
And it's your people pleasing and your perfectionism and you're caring so much about what other people think about you, you're in complete control of your destiny. You can let all of that go and you can live a life that feels amazing to you. But it takes courage. And if you need a guide, I'm here for you.
What I've discovered along the way is the beauty of really being present in what you're doing.
Mindfulness.
That's the joy.
Yeah.
Okay. I was that mom who was checking emails at a baseball game. I was that mom who was trying to be two places at once, leaving a little early, getting somewhere a little late. That was robbing me of my joy, you know. And the guilt that those things made me feel was the joy killer. Okay. So if I'm at a baseball game, no phone, no leaving early.
That's not easy.
But it brought me the joy.
All right.
If I'm at a baseball game, I'm at a baseball game from beginning to end. Or don't go. Because I was like, oh, I have to leave early. And then if my son is at bat, and then if he hits a home run and I miss it, I would feel miserable.
Yes.
You know, or, you know, the power of saying no. I really struggled with saying no for a long time. I wanted to say yes to everybody and everything.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't be at multiple places at one time I'm one body, I'm one human being, you know, and some things had to say no because the joy that I needed was to sit and help my daughter with her project. That brought me joy. Was learning to say no so that I could find the joy in the thing that I was doing.
Okay.
You know, it was to learn to say, today, for the next 2 hours, I'm working on this.
Okay.
Everything else is a no.
Okay.
It's not easy, Candace.
No, it's not.
It killed me, but I had to slowly start learning the power of no to find the joy in the moment. That's my takeaway
No, I love it. Learn to say no. If it's not serving your purpose and it's taking you away from your goal at that moment, which was your family time, feel free. I totally agree with you that that's the best route to take. You can't please everybody. You can't please
Well, guiding my work, I don't want to waste time doing the wrong thing. And so I'm always asking God, am I doing the right thing? Am I going in the right direction? Is this the plan that you have for me? And funny story, there's this group of women on Facebook, and they talk about having CEO meetings with God. They meet with him at least once a week or however often, and they kind of make their plans for the business. I'm like, oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to do that. So I said, Saturday morning, God, Saturday morning, you and I are going to sit down and we're going to talk about this meeting. And so I got my pad, my paper out. Okay, what do you want to do? Where are we taking this? And the only answer that I got was, he said, and I didn't hear it audibly, but I felt the words. He said, I want to walk with you. He didn't want to just direct me. He wanted to walk with me every step and rely on him.
With you.
Yeah. So that's what I've been trying to do, is just continuously, are we on the right path? Direct me and listening to. Right. I know some people say, oh, God told me to do this or God told me to do that. And I haven't got a whole lot of that. For me, it's more, how was I created? What are my strengths? Okay. Is what I'm doing aligning with those strengths? And is this the purpose that he has for me? So it's more about how he created me, and if what I'm doing aligns with that.
Oh, the tour that I'm on right now is called 9 Lives. It's the 9 Lives World Tour here. And it's a one-woman show where I play all these different characters that you see here. And it's all about my story and my journey of healing from homelessness and healing from trauma, rather. Homelessness being one of those traumas. But I talk about all the different traumatic experiences that I've had throughout life and how I've gotten to this point. So like you said, it's all about our testimonies and helping uplift other people and helping other people to heal. And that's what this show and this tour is all about. Right now, we're on a 9-city tour with the show 9 Lives. Wow. This is the biggest, craziest, most insanest thing I've ever done in my entire career. So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
What a beautiful symbolism and representation. Like when I saw the video reel and I saw your marketing ad, I didn't realize it was you. I really thought that you had few speakers with you. But then when today, I needed to get to know you more so that our conversation would flow smoothly. Finally, I realized this is all her. You're incredible. That is such a powerful, incredible, and meaningful tour. Career-driven women often feel the pressure to be everything to everyone. Just what we said, right? High achieving, successful at work, present at home, and available for everything in between. Now, share with us, how do you think can single parents continue making an impact in their careers and families without losing themselves in the process?
I think it's a lot to do with mindset. Okay. They need to believe that they can do it all and not worry about it. That basically, as soon as you get that negative mindset, you get overwhelmed, you just don't do anything successfully. So it's about realizing that you can do it, and that anything you can do to make your life better, just sit down and think about what are you doing in your life that is causing you to be chaotic.
Yeah, so it's not just hypnotherapy that I do. I use a method called belief coding as well, and other tools such as emotional freedom tapping. So it's a blend of different tools that I use within my healing to really get to the root cause of a client's behavior that they want to change. So it really is the most powerful tool that I've come across. So with me, within 2 months of me doing this inner work using this method, I was able to completely come off antidepressants that I'd been on most of adult life. And now it's been nearly 3 years now and I've not been on antidepressants. And that's ran in my family. I don't know if I appreciate me saying this, but most of my family have been on antidepressants most of my adult life. So I've kind of broken that cycle now. And so, from dealing with my deep-rooted subconscious beliefs, make positive changes just from willpower and trying to have positive thinking, positive affirmations alone, but you do just revert back to old behaviors if you continue without working on your subconscious beliefs.
Right.
Because our subconscious is running the show 95% of the time. We are running off pre-installed programming from our past experiences.
Right.